Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Jen, and welcome to Dave and Jen Ignite. I'm really excited for what we've chosen to share with you today. We believe that God has created the gift of music and that gift can be shared and sung in our hearts and sung out loud and passed on to our children. And one of the joys that I had growing up was being born into a very musical family. Probably since even before I was born, I was exposed to and enjoying and being able to explore all kinds of music. I chose to be a music teacher as my profession, and I'm also a professional performer and singer and teacher, and I just love everything about it. And it brings us to places and reminds us of people and reminds us of things that very little other in our lives can do. It's got a great power. Music moves the soul like nothing else can. Yes. So we have chosen today to share with you some of the songs that we passed on to our children. Now, they might not think it's as exciting as we do, but not only did we pass it on to our children, some of these songs, but now our grandchildren are getting the great benefit of some of these same songs. And they don't seem to mind them. They really don't. I think that they like the fact that their parents knew these songs as they were growing up. And one of the things that my daughter said once our grandchildren came along, because if there is a word that is said or some phrase, it will remind me of a song. And of course, we burst into song or we do a little dance. So we get the instruments out and we have a little family band. Well, my daughter said, Mom, these grandkids are going to think that life is a musical. Duh. I mean, really, it really is. So music has played a huge part in our lives, and I'm very thankful to be married to Dave, and we enjoy a lot of the same kinds of music, and I've even gotten him out of his shell to do some little off-the-wall things musically too. You think? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think he minds. Anyway, so there's a great love of music in our lives, and so what we wanted to do is just for fun, and maybe to inspire you and maybe take you back down to some musical memories of your own. Give you a day in the life of our children and grandchildren musically. And we're going to start with Dave sharing something that I believe his dad taught him. And bless our kids' hearts, they got waken up to this in the mornings.
Walk in, kids are sleeping, and you're trying to get them stirred, but you love them so much, you're trying to do it as gently as possible, but they need to get up. So they got used to hearing Dad come in and sing this, and obviously I'm not in the same league as Jennifer in regards to singing, but I do enjoy it, and this is what they would hear in the mornings. Good morning to you, good morning to you. We're all in our places with sun shining faces. Good morning to you, good morning to you. And I remember my dad coming in and waking us up with that. So I don't know that one's gotten passed on to our grandkids from their parents. But
no, I don't think our kids are passing these songs on to their own children.
Some of them just don't. Yeah, I
don't. It's our job then. We have to do it.
Well, another one that I used to sing to them it was another wake up song. So again, we're kind of going through the day. This is a wake up song, and this one would just be obnoxious, I admit.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it still is.
Probably.
But it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Understanding that all around the world and in the United States, there are both urban areas and rural areas, and so songs come from both of those kinds of places. So this is one that I would sing to my kids also to wake them up. Howdy, neighbor, howdy, how's your cows and pigs? Moo!
Oh, they loved that one.
Not so much.
No, they really
but they woke up.
They woke up, if nothing else, to
pulled
say.
the cover over their heads.
That was more it. But anyway, it was fun.
It is fun.
And we still.
You gotta laugh.
We do laugh, and sometimes we just sing these in the car by ourselves.
Yeah.
We get a kick out of each other. Anyway, one of the things that my family did growing up was to learn a prayer in song that we would sing at the dinner table every night, and we taught that to our children, and actually the grandkids know it very well, and they will lead us in it, even in a restaurant. Nothing blesses our hearts more than our grandchildren in public, in a restaurant, bowing their heads to say a prayer and to sing this prayer. Ready? God is great and God is good, and we thank Him for our food. By His hand must all be fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread.
Amen.
It's wonderful. And I have wonderful memories of both of my parents and my siblings as we sat around the table singing that. I also have memory of my cousin out in West Virginia who he had one note that he was very fond of. So that was where he would sing all the songs. That just took me back. Sorry about that. See, music that has that power. It takes you to different places, even West Virginia. So. Something else that we can do through music, and we have talked about this in former videos, is to teach through music. And so one of the songs that we had taught our children and have since taught the grandchildren, and sometimes they will sing it back to us because we are not exhibiting what the song says we should. This song is from actually a children's musical written, oh goodness, probably 30 years ago, called The Music Machine. And it has a song for each of the fruit of the Spirit. And this one is about patience. And we won't go through all of the verses, but it's about a snail. And the chorus goes like this. Have patience,
have patience, don't be in such a hurry. When you get impatient, you only start to worry. Remember, remember that God is patient too, and think of all the times when others have to wait for you.
Yes, they sing it to us sometimes. Don't forget, Grandma. Don't forget, Grandpa. Have patience.
Yeah.
And they'll sing it to us. But you know what? It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Somehow, coming from them, it's a little easier to swallow.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Something else that we have done with our trips in the car, we would often get our kids gifts to open up every 3 hours or something, and they might be something just like a little notepad and some markers. This was in the days before the DVDs that they could watch in the car and the iPads and so forth. But we also would have music in the car, and there was one particular recording that we had that was called the Cartunes, Cartunes, and it had some great songs. And this is one that even now, when our grandkids are with us and they say, how much longer till we get there? Oh, well, even if they just say how much longer, we burst into this song about Moses and those grumbly children in the desert. And it goes like this.
How much longer till we get there? Everybody would say. How much longer till we get there? Complaining all the way. We've got sand in every pocket, blisters on our toes. How much longer till we get there? Moses, we want to know.
Well, you can imagine how the kids would never ask how much longer anymore. It was great. But actually they know the song too.
Yeah.
And they even sing with the same inflection that we do.
And they even talk to each other. Don't ask how much longer.
That's true. That's true. We don't want to hear that song anymore. I think one of our grandsons heard it 3 times in a row the other day, and he finally just gave up. It was kind of nice, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had fun. One of the songs that I sang to my children before they went to bed, and now to the grandchildren, is a song that they know, and if I don't sing it, boy oh boy, they let me know. We sang all kinds of songs before bed. That's when we taught them the books of the Bible, and I taught them 50 nifty United States, so they would know all the states in alphabetical order. But this is the one that I sang every night to them, and it goes like this. Oh, I love you with the love of the Lord. Yes, I love you with the love of the Lord. I can see in you the glory of my King, and I love you with the love of the Lord. I can see in you the glory of my King, and I love you with the love of the Lord. It's not a night to go to bed if that song is not sung.
Yeah.
I love that song. And I
beautiful.
sure love the kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
So, well, we do have a question for you today. Perhaps this evokes some memories of songs that were meaningful to you in your childhood. So what are they? Is there a special song that your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, or maybe an aunt, an uncle, somebody near and dear to you would sing to you regularly, and that meant something to you, and that still, when you hear that song today, takes you back to that place? And what are the songs, and what songs do you hope to pass on to the next generation to leave your musical legacy?
Well, we have some just great memories with
Mhm.
all those things. And we're still creating memories, and
Oh, yes.
looking forward to hearing about yours as well. If you found this video helpful, valuable,